Carl Power on the Team Honda entry takes off for his first lap, sitting in second position after having to pit, while the KTM team had fuel tanks big enough to get in 2 laps on the trot. Penny also had to pit every lap, but had a commanding lead in the Ironman class by the end of lap 1. Team KTM still had the lead after the first 2 laps, as Davis hands over the bike to Sean Fogarty to head out on his first 2-lap stint. In second was Team Suzuki, with the Power Boys on their Honda in third as Carl hands the bike back to Chris, who heads out for his second lap. The pairing having received a 30-second penalty for starting their bike before the fuel cap had been tightened. The 2-kilometre MX section proved very popular with the riders as they got to really open up their bikes. When they hit the bush, however, it was more of a case of second and third gear terrain that really kept you on your toes at all times. At the end of each lap, riders were given the option of either taking on the log or bypassing it, losing about 5 seconds in the process. It was slipperier than it looked, and many clubmen took the safe option. The KTM team still had the lead by the halfway point, but it wasn't by much at all. Under 30 seconds back were the Power Cousins, although not exactly helping themselves out much. Here Carl snags the 450 on some wire and loses some valuable seconds. The Yamaha team of Mead and Smith got themselves out from an OK start and were now in the top 4 outright and leading their class, as they were riding the smaller 250F. They also received a 30-second penalty for speeding in the pits. The Leatt Taupo 4 Hours not just about NZ's top riders either. Here Sarah Williamson is about to get lapped by Nick Saunders in 5th place. But this just shows that this event is designed for anyone to ride or race, as the emphasis is on having a good time, which is exactly what Sarah's doing here before Nick roosted her. Penny dropped back to 6th outright by the halfway mark, but was still comfortably leading the Ironman class. What we didn't catch on film was moments before this as race leader Davis lost his back brake and ended up down a bank. The Honda team snuck past and took over the lead of the race. Here Jason has regained his composure and getting back on with a job in the runner-up position aboard his KTM 530 EXC. The The varying terrain, especially the motocross section, was great for spectators and riders alike. The Yamaha riders had made their way back into the fight, and it was a four-way battle up front, with 5th place being more than 14 minutes back. The leading group were all within a minute of each other.
What the hell? Doing a pit change in with Jason. He's held a very good battle.
The Waghorn sisters rode a calculated race and easily won the women's class aboard their Yamaha. JD incurred a 30-second penalty for rocking up the pits and looked like a man possessed as he exited pit lane. With 20 seconds to spare, Hurley brought the Suzuki RMX 450 across the line and out for another lap, one more than any other team. The Honda team of Chris and Cole Power were the first riders to get the finish flag, missing out on heading out for the 8th lap and having the chance to try and chase down Hurley by only 2 seconds. Had they been that 2 seconds earlier, it would have been a sprint to the end for the two teams. But as it was, Hurley was able to cruise around for the final lap, unchallenged, to claim the outright Leatt 4-hour win.
Here I am with the winners of the 2010 Leatt 4-hour in Taupo, Darryl Hurley and Brad Groombridge. Well done guys, how was that race?
Yeah, it was definitely different. I ain't done nothing like that for a long time, so I'm glad I've been cycling for a month, because if I didn't do that, I don't think I could have made it, eh? But yeah, just Brad rode good today. You know, I messed up the first lap. I lost us 3 minutes by crashing, getting pinned under my bike, so if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here, I don't think. So he worked hard to get us back to where we were. And the last time I went out, I put in a good lap. I felt real good, so don't know what happened. Just ate some lunch and felt good, so yeah.
And you Brad, how did you find it today?
Yeah, it was good to start off with. It ended up getting rough, which made it a bit harder and a bit harder to hold on to the bike, but got there in the end, so yeah, no, it's good.
Is this your last event before MX Nations?
Probably been my last big event, yeah, just club days basically, up until then.
Well, congratulations guys, well done. We'll see you here again next year, eh? Sure. Magic.
Make sure you're at the Leatt 4-hour next year, and stay tuned to DRD for details of the 2011 event.